Welcome back to Real Phonies, where we take a love for movies and television and combine it with very little knowledge about movies and television. I'm your host, Christian. Joined with me are my co-host, Joseph.
Hello.
Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jehu.
What's up?
I think our news, right? That's what we're doing right now?
Yep, doing the news.
Cool. What do you got for us, Ian?
So today, actually, fresh off the stove, hot off the stove.
I don't think that's a thing. maybe a press.
The
It sounds
delicious.
the Frozen 2 poster came out today.
It's very foggy.
Very fall-y. I'm telling you, my thing is this is fall land.
Lots of mist in it.
I know.
Autumn land.
I like it.
Autumn land.
I don't think the first one is called Winterland, but
It's called Arendelle.
A lot of leaves.
There are some leaves. You really think someone has fall powers? Like...
That's my wild prediction. Yes,
I like it. One of the problems of doing this podcast on Mondays is that a lot of the trailers for the week come out on Tuesday. So
which will happen tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yep.
So the poster's getting released before the next trailer.
Trailer tomorrow. Good Morning America.
Sure.
So probably by the time you've listened to this podcast, the Frozen 2 trailer has come out. So let's just pretend we've seen it.
So we'll Google it and let us know what you guys think.
Exactly.
At Real Phonies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've only seen Frozen once, so you guys are better to speak on this than me.
That is true. We are comparatively, we have probably seen it collectively.
100.
Not 100.
You've seen the play.
Oh.
Like
I've seen it 100 times.
Okay. I haven't seen it 100 times.
It's my daughter's favorite movie. We watch it probably 4 times a week.
I watch it once.
Since Christmas.
My biggest thing from Frozen is John Travolta mispronouncing the girl's name. That's the thing I remember most, and I like the most.
Adele Dazeem or something like that. Instead of Adina Menzel. I have seen it on Broadway. I guess you could say I'm quite the fan.
Yeah.
You're approaching your 10,000 hours.
It's just the two sisters.
I'm
on the
an
cover,
expert
right?
at it.
That's all we're. It's just
Yeah,
the two
just the two
sisters. On the
sisters.
cover.
Though we've seen
Yeah.
Kristoff in the
trailer.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm excited
The
about
first,
it, man.
yeah.
I didn't think I needed it, and I've seen the little short thing that they did, which I did not like.
The Christmas one with Olaf?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's really bad.
But I don't know. I like a new adventure. It looks dark, which I don't need things to be dark, but I feel like it's an interesting direction. I don't know.
It's a kid's movie.
Well-
It should be dark.
Well, I mean, you got to think about how old the kids were who this movie was for when it came out, the first one in 2013. Those kids are all like preteens and teenagers now, so they may want it to be dark to express themselves through puberty.
I've never watched the first one. So
How did you survive that year at the theater?
I don't know. I think I might be the last man standing who hasn't watched this.
We've already told our Wolf of Wall Street story on here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Moving on.
Shout out to Kevin Hatney.
John Cena closed the deal to Fast and Furious. So out goes The Rock, in goes
You got to
the
meet your
Cena.
You got to meet your wrestler requirement.
Your
from it.
WD requirement. And who's in the? There's another guy in Hobbs and Shaw. What's his name? The guy who's leukemia.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
escaping me. Hurt.
Roman Reigns?
Yeah, Roman
Yeah,
Reigns. That's
Roman
it.
Reigns.
I didn't know he had leukemia.
Yeah,
Isn't he
yeah.
from here?
What?
Isn't Roman Reigns from here?
He is. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say, the way you cue me on that one is the one that Eddie's always talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know Roman Reigns from here. Yeah, no, he had leukemia, but he's in remission now. He had to give up the belt for like a year.
Yeah, I'm way out of touch on wrestling currently.
Okay,
It's because you're not talking to Eddie every week.
But I mean, I also used to be a wrestling fanatic, and I still talk almost exclusively in wrestling terms. Whereas I hate insider terms for like music and movies and stuff like that. I fucking love insider wrestling.
so babyface and heel. is your shit.
Babyface, heel, pop, shit like that. Although just to be contrary, I fucking hate it when people apply it to wrestling. Yeah. I like applying it to other stuff. But anyways, I'm super excited about this. I like John Cena a lot. He's a funny dude, and I was out when Paul Walker was gone. I felt like those movies, were really about, as much as those dumb movies can be about anything, they were about the relationship of Vin Diesel and Paul Walker. And I didn't think they'd get me back in, but this kind of gets me back in. I will watch this fucking movie with
You think they bring back Charlize Theron? Because she made it out.
I think she's still
Cypher?
alive, yeah.
God, that movie's bad.
It's not good, but it's
But
got
it's
that
fun.
baby scene in the plane.
I just remember Tyrese.
That's not a good part.
I love that bit.
Oh, that's the best part, I think. That's the best part. No, Tyrese is my favorite character in that movie because all he does is annoying ridiculous.
It's literally, this is the only job he'll ever get for the rest of his life, so he needs to hang on to it as hard
That's
as
why
he
he's
can.
so mad at The Rock.
It is. Annoying, ridiculous shit in all caps. And he
Yep,
speaks
always.
in all caps in those movies all the time.
Next, Swamp Thing on the DC streaming verse got canceled after one episode. James
One
Wan-
season, right?
No,
one episode.
they do it weekly.
They're going
they
to
do-
show the whole
Yeah,
season.
but
So-
literally only one episode came out.
Holy shit! I didn't know that.
I mean,
And it's got great reviews
Yes.
too.
And
That's
James
what's-
Wan's behind it. I mean, you don't give that show a chance. It was obviously dead on arrival.
yeah, they had already decided this was going
The streaming service is obviously dead. There's
Yeah.
no other reason you do this.
Yeah,
and
correct.
I think they folded into the WB streaming service.
It was always just so stupid that this was a separate service than the WB one. I don't know why they were thinking that.
I'll be honest with you, a WB streaming service is also stupid to me.
Well, apparently I read that they own HBO, so it's going to include HBO. And it's,
Okay, well, that's
but it's,
different
But it's $17 a month. That's fucking expensive.
It's going to include.
But if you
not
get
for me.
HBO,
and DC streaming, but 17's a lot. Like
do you know how much HBO is?
10, right?
HBO now, but this is, I don't know. They're
I got
things.
through Amazon. Maybe it's 11 or 12, but I mean, WB.
I mean, when you
Yeah.
do it on the phone, it's $9.99.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like doing it through cable, I think is like 15.
15.
Right?
Yeah, it's
they
it's
fuck
more.
you.
Yeah,
They fuck you. Yeah, so this is all basically going back to cable. Someone pointed out in our group chat.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 100%. cable.
So,
And like, I mean, you petitioned the idea of having like a one service that allows you to have all those services. We should get on that
know.
shit because I ain't paying all those bills every month, but I'll pay one bill
Yep.
and then I'll essentially have internet cable again.
Well, I mean, the thing is, what I'll do right now is I'll just juggle them. I'll pick 2 or 3 to do at a time, and then. But I think once they catch on to people doing that, they'll be like, "Oh, well, you've got to sign a contract." To be
Yeah.
on
yep,
this."
and that's where I
And
think it's
then
heading.
it's cable.
And that's where it's heading, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Because that's what I did. I want to know how many people dropped HBO after Game of Thrones ended. Because I did. I canceled it. Like the after Deadwood I watched, I canceled it.
See,
I bet you 1 million fucking people canceled.
I'm still watching a lot because after I'm done rewatching Deadwood, I'm gonna watch Barry. I'm gonna watch Chernobyl. So there's still some shit on there.
Chernobyl's fucking.
I know. I need to
great.
watch that.
I want to watch Chernobyl. Barry, I don't know.
I hear Barry's great too.
Yeah.
The only thing with the WB one, like, I don't want to pay that amount of money for one streaming service.
No.
However, I want to watch Young Justice. I even kind of want to watch Titans. I want to watch Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
Rumor is there would be like a Harry Potter show on there. Like that's
The Doom
all
Patrol show looks good.
See,
Doom
but the
Patrol.
thing is, you're already going into a market where everyone's paying $10 for Netflix, and everyone's going to be already paying $10 for Disney. So you're already $20 in the hole.
I mean,
Do people want to
yeah.
pay $40?
I'm probably canceling Netflix. Like,
I could see myself being Netflix being the first one to go.
See, I think
Because
Hulu. I don't have. See,
See-
I've stolen everything, except my HBO I was paying for.
Hulu is weird for me because they don't really have any new content I'm interested in, but they have the most shit that I just put on in the background
Agreed,
on there.
yeah.
So they're kind of the most valuable one to me
yeah,
right now.
I really like Hulu. Of course, I watch a lot of anime, so
It's gonna be interesting who dies, and some of these are gonna die out.
Yeah.
yeah,
Next is the Wonder Woman poster came out, real 80s.
very psychedelic.
Yeah, kind of had a Thor Ragnarok kind of vibe to it to me.
It's funny. There people pointed that out, and then people said it's not like Taika Waititi invented bright colors. No, he didn't. But those colors look exactly like the colors
Yeah.
from Ragnarok.
I think the poster's cool. Like that's
Yeah.
a poster I definitely want to keep. So as soon as it comes in, that's one I want to get. But
It's a weirdly aggressive style for the sequel to a movie that I don't feel like had a lot of its own style.
I feel like this is gonna have like a Scarface, like 80s excess kind of vibe to it. From all the, you know what I mean? From like what I'm seeing in the bright colors.
That's what I'm interested in is
Yeah.
because the first one is so by the numbers, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think again, Wonder Woman is a fine movie, a little overrated, but I still think it's better than Transformers by a little bit. But yeah, it is. It's a big, loud color scheme, and everything we've seen so far is kind of I don't know, it looks less traditional. I'm interested to see what they do with it.
I've said this on here before, and I said it again. My prediction for this is that it'll be way better than the first one, and it won't do nearly as good.
I would agree with that.
That the first one didn't do good because of the quality of the movie. It did good because of the moment.
Yes.
And you can't repeat the moment.
No. Yeah, I think I would agree with that too. Yeah, I think it's gonna have a very I think it's gonna be like LA 80s kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that's the vibe that it seems to be taking.
I'm more excited for this one than I was the first one.
Yeah, me too.
Totally, me
100%.
too, yeah.
Pedro Pascal, I'm into. Kristen Wiig, into. Gal Gadot, I don't know. I think Robin Wright's back, so I think it should be good.
Kristen Wiig is where I agree with you that there's going to be like an 80s cocaine-y vibe because she seems like she could
Well, I've seen pictures
She
of
can
Pedro
do that.
Pascal, and he's like this 80s businessman who looks like he has cocaine in his briefcase.
Fantastic.
Next is the Ad Astra trailer, which is the Brad
yeah.
Pitt space movie with
Tommy Lee Jones.
This is Heart of Darkness in space.
It is.
It's a good reference.
That's what I thought the whole time.
Yeah.
This is Heart of Darkness.
It looks kind of sci-fi twinge to it. I think it looks good. It kind of had an interstellar kind of vibe to me a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought of Gravity a lot when I was watching.
Well,
it.
I thought of Gravity just when the space shuttle is exploding.
I just even like the look to me of like the like kind of modern space exploration stuff, but just slightly in the future, which is why I feel like the aesthetic Gravity was going for. But I mean, I'm into the trailer. I like both of those dudes.
Yeah, there's still... Oh, good.
Okay, we saw me and Sarah saw the trailer on a movie at the theaters, and she leaned over to me and asked, hasn't everyone in this movie already made this movie?
Probably.
I mean,
Has Brad Pitt been in space?
I don't know if he's been in space, but I do
But
agree
a bunch
with
of guys
Sarah.
that look just like him.
Tommy Lee Jones has been in a million space
several
movies.
times. He's died in space a handful.
Gravity is the one movie I want to say that I fucking loved in theater experience. Fucking watched it at home. Fucking trash.
Right.
That is a movie you have to watch in IMAX because the spectacle is the entire movie.
That's
It's
fair.
skin deep.
I was
You know what
Ian's
mean?
boss when Gravity came out, and how many fucking days I could not find Ian's.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
we were
watched
sitting in
Gravity. That was one of those ones I walked in. I was like, "Holy shit, that's a movie I just wanted to watch all the
Right.
time." Like Pacific Rim kind of.
I'm big into space movies that are about going crazy in space. So I like,
You're an Odyssey fan, right? 2001.
I've never seen it. I love Event Horizon though.
I was about to say, are we specifically talking about
Event Horizon is my jam. I really
That
wanted.
movie is scary as fuck.
I really wanted Pandorum to be good, the one with Dennis Quaid and Ben Foster, and so I like this concept. So we'll just see how well they execute it.
This is not going to be near as horror as those.
No,
two movies
but
are.
it definitely looks like Tommy Lee Jones is losing his fucking mind in space.
Event
Yeah.
Horizon is scary as fuck. It
Dude,
was one of
it's
those movies
scary.
I watched it and it's like, well, this can't really affect me because it's in space, and that shit affected me.
I still like Sam Neill. I know like he's iconic for Jurassic Park, but I relate him to that movie.
Yeah.
He's terrifying. in it.
Yeah.
It is.
And the twist in the end is great. I'm assuming you've never seen it, Ian.
Oh,
You should watch it.
Is it older?
It's a little older, yeah.
90s maybe.
Late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around
It
there.
used to be on TV all the time.
I like space movies, so I'll check it out.
This is a space movie in hell.
In hell.
It's a space horror for sure.
You got to watch it.
So Stuber, the Red Band trailer, that's the Dave Bautista movie.
Yeah.
With
The
the guy's name.
Kumail Nanjiani.
yeah.
I'm okay with skipping this one. If you got, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I'm not going to watch this movie.
Yeah.
The Red
Yeah.
Band trailer did nothing to motivate me.
Why isn't it called Uber?
Because his name is Stu.
But the name's
I get it.
the name's fucking dumb. If it was called Uber, it'd make more money.
Do you know what? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when The Wonders. You ever watched the That Thing You Do? And in the first part of the movie, they're called The Wonders, spelled O-N-E-ders, and everybody thought their name was the Oneaters. Like it's like that. This movie's going to do a disservice to itself with this stupid.
100%. Yeah.
All right, wrapping up is E3 was this weekend, and they had some cool
Well,
game news.
That's not true. E3 starts tomorrow,
Still going on.
but they started press conferences this weekend for some reason. But the official start date is tomorrow through Thursday.
Yeah.
Tuesday to Thursday.
So
They seem to have announced a lot then.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is weird because you're right. When I Googled it, it said Tuesday through Thursday,
Yeah.
but I thought that was wrong because all this stuff was on
No.
Saturday.
Is it just everyone trying to beat everyone else to the punch to like get the headline out
I
there?
guess. I don't know. It's weird.
Anyway, carry on.
So they did do a Star Wars game, Jedi Fallen Order, and they showed gameplay.
The gameplay looks great.
Yes, it looks fucking...
Gonna have Saw Gerrera in it.
It opens it on
The
Kashyyyk.
best Star Wars character.
Why does that guy keep fucking popping up?
Yeah.
He was so annoying in Clone Wars.
Yeah.
You could tell that they made this right after Rogue One came out. Like that's when they started making.
Yeah, that's fair.
You start off on Kashyyyk, which is Chewbacca's homeworld, and you're traversing around. You got a little droid.
The little droid is adorable.
Yeah,
He's
he's
so
cute.
cool too. He like gets up on his shoulder and
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking to, a little more, some more gruesome like fatalities, I think, with some lightsaber stuff, but I don't know, the parkour looked good. I think they picked a good time period because you're going to be able to interact with people from the original trilogy, and you're also going to be able to do stuff from possibly, the prequels. Like, there's a lot they can solo. Like, they can pick from anything at this point because it's like right in that time period.
I mean, I'm a firm believer there should be a Star Wars game every fucking year because who doesn't want to play as someone in a Star Wars universe? Like anywhere. So I mean, yeah, this one is definitely it is kind of just an updated version, like mechanically of a lot of the other things that have come out, like your Force Unleashed and other stuff. It's Jedi mechanics, but
it looks like Uncharted kind of.
Yeah,
with lightsabers.
Exactly, it's just like an updated, which is fine. That's great. 100%. I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, he's like scaling a vine-covered AT-AT at one point, and he hops in
That's
it.
a cool part of that trailer.
Yeah, the visuals look incredible.
Yeah, so the only thing is, James pointed out, it's that fucking shitty kid from Shameless. And now it's the same thing. They're trying to make actors in video games, and I don't know if I like that trend.
Well, don't they try that every few years, and it never really catches on?
I mean, Gary Oldman was in like a lot of fucking video games.
Because I remember there was what was
when
there
was, oh god,
there was like a 50s noir detective video game that was like Red Dead Revolver and stuff like that.
So L.A. Noire?
L.A. Noire, and they tried to make like one of the guys from Mad Men was the star of it and stuff, and
maybe I just don't know. Yeah,
I have a positive opinion because I fucking watch a shit ton of Critical Role, and all those people are like actors in video games and cartoons. So I'm on board. Laura Bailey is like the main character in Gears 5.
Really?
She's on Critical Role. Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Gears 5, Final Fantasy 7,
remake.
Oh, really?
Has been. I mean, it was announced in 2015. Here we are 4 years later, and we finally saw shit from it. But I guess the release date March of next year.
Mm-hmm. Cyberpunk 2077, which is like my most anticipated game. They did an update, and Keanu Reeves is starring in that game.
Man, he's just on a revival.
I know.
The Keanu Sans is turning out to be more fun than the Makana Sans.
Oh, it's way more fun.
Like, I don't think he's going to end up making weird, creepy Lincoln commercials.
Xbox announced they're doing a new system next Christmas.
Yep.
Halo Infinite, new Halo game. So I would say it was kind of a little less cool news than years before.
I don't think E3 has the magic that it once did.
Yeah.
Like when G4 was a thing, like E3 and Comic-Con were like huge. And I mean, Comic-Con's still pretty big, but even now, like the major studios don't feel like they have to go to San Diego Comic-Con. E3, like, while the major studios are present, you get announcements all the time.
Yeah,
we've known about Fallen Order for months.
Well,
now.
Sony's skipping it. You're right. I mean, not everyone's going anymore.
I think it's probably just easier to distribute that information now to the
On your
people that
own.
are interested.
Nintendo does like they're like quarterly press conference for their investors. They like live stream for everybody.
Yep, Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
And that's a good idea. And that's what Sony started doing, too. I think it's called, like, Sony Play or something. So I think you're right. I think E3, they're starting to shy away from that because you don't need that,
Platform.
You
Yeah,
can
exactly.
give it
Like,
directly to people.
Yeah, you can disseminate it on your own better now, you know? So that's pretty much all the big news.
All right.
Cool.
So join us a little bit later this week. We all went to see Dark Phoenix, and we're going to tell you what we thought about it. Spoiler alert. I don't think the opinions are very high. So please join us a little later this week for that. We're also going to go through the now 12 X-Men films that have been released since Bryan Singer's original X-Men and see if we can figure out which one's the best, which one's the worst, and which ones are better or worse than Transformers. So join us for that. Thank you guys for listening. If you want to get in touch with us, you can reach us at realphonies@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter at realphonies and on Instagram at real_phonies. Thanks to Zach Evans for art and Brian Velasquez for our theme. See you guys later.
Thanks, guys.